Good afternoon. New video time. Not one I'm really looking forward to be fair. So here I'll just be sanding the car and trying to get it painted. So at the moment it's been sandblasted and epoxy primed, and it's left it quite rough. So I've just been 120 grit sanding it, and then I'll probably take it up to a 180 or something, and then high build primer the whole lot, let that dry, sand that out, and 2K it. Yeah, so I'm just getting into that. Not looking forward to it. But yeah, I've changed my garage around to try to suit having some more space and being able to get these two cars out as well. So yeah, how good does the RX-7 look on the Workmeister? Yeah, got the gearbox out. All the dog rings are done. So yeah, I do need to take it back in the seat derrick. So I've muddled up something inside here, got it around the wrong way. But we'll figure that out. See, I'm just going to get into sanding this. I sand all day for my day job, so I'm like fucking not interested at all in doing this, but just got to start, otherwise it's not going to get done. So yeah, boom. I really wish it went as fast as it did in this video. This is a time lapse that's sped up dramatically. Fuck, this job sucks. I hate sanding. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish sanding it and not record any more of it because it's fucking painful enough to do, let alone watch. Well, I've 120'd the whole car and now I'm going over it with 80 grit, and I can tell you right now, I'm fucking over it. Yeah, so we're at that time where we're gonna start painting or slapping on some base coat anyway. You get some base coat down, then give it a 400 and then hit up some top coats. So I'm just going through now at the moment and just rubbing it down with grease and wax remover. Then I'll just spray it. So yeah, I forgot to press record, but fuck, we're into it. Smashing top coat on. Yeah, I cracked it. Well, I think it looks good. It's glossy. Hold on. The camera is not really doing it too much justice. So yeah, nice rainy day mish. Like, I got rained off work, came home and was just going to undercoat it. So yeah, high build primed it, and then like, fuck, let's just smash it, hard and fast. Probably took me a couple of hours, not even that, and it's done. Fucking yeah, no, can't really ask for much more. It is just a drift car, but I do want it to look nice. But the main thing is I want it to be able to clean easy. So the whole car's 2K Nardo Grey, even underneath, so I can just, after each drift event, just jack it up, water blast it, boom, done. The Skyline always feels dirty no matter what I do to it, but yeah, so hopefully I have a bit more luck on this one, but yeah, boom, boom, boom. Does anyone else just sit there and look at their builds? Like, I've been sitting here for way too long. So I'll put few little trims back on just to sort of break it up, see what it'll look like, but the grey and the black kind of go crazy. But yeah, so yeah, really happy with how it's come out so far. Stoked as. I can just smash it out anyway. So I got a cheap car trailer. I've just gone through and grinded all the surface rust treated it, and then epoxy primed it. I got it cheap. It was a complete trailer. Had a solid mounted axles. One was broken, so I chopped them off. Got new axles. I've added new beams to each side. That makes it 2 meters wide, or 2 meters 50, which is wide enough I've got new hubs, stubs, brakes, bearings, suspension. Everything will be brand new, so yeah, good little marketplace find. So in this episode, going to be putting the Wisefab V3 front on. Also got these caster brackets from Central Fab Solutions. So those kits are made for S40 and S15, and apparently you've got to drill some holes out, or Central Fab make these ones up, which are like an overlay of S13 and S14 ones. So yeah, they're going to work really well. He's also added a power brace, and then to fit all of that, I had to modify the subframe. Yeah, this used to be an SR subframe. There's so much taken out of it, it's crazy how much you need to remove. And also I needed to engine mount, chassis mount the engine, because so much material has been taken out of this. It's, yeah, pretty weak. So I made up some engine mounts and then mount to the chassis rails. This is going to be really good. Also I had to change from a front sump to a rear sump. So all of this configuration enables a 2JZ to run rear sump, which is like massive for oil starvation problems and stuff like that. Plus the Wisefab V3, yeah, it's apparently it's the bee's knees. So when the steering's at its like highest demand, it's on it's pulling your knuckle out of trouble instead of pushing, because the rack has been relocated to the front of the subframe, and it now runs an E36 subframe power steering rack. So there's a bunch of different racks you can get. You can get purple, green and silver tag, mainly here in New Zealand, but you want the green, which are really expensive or hard to find, or silver, which is the go-to. So yeah, I've got a silver one. So yeah, pretty good to go on all of that. So got some BC gold coilovers to mock it up. So we're going to try to chuck all the front stuff in and try to get it to be a roller. Man. So if you ever want to know how much you need to chop out of a SR subframe to fit a 2JZ with a front rack relocation, that's about it. That's the furthest you can cut back from. That's where it starts normally, and it comes that way. So I've cut it back and just braced it. That's L. That's angle iron, so it's really strong. Boom. I did just have to bend this down, and when I made my engine mounts, I just set a 3mm plate in here, and I pretty much just leveled everything out, and yeah, that's how I done it. Boom. Got to change these top hats over. Just going to run these BC Golds as mock-ups. The ones that are going in there are BC Gold 2-ways, but so this should be good just for now. But yeah, just got to swap the top hats over and slap her in. Cool, so yeah, I've taken that off, and I've managed to get this piece out in one piece, and I split it, it comes apart. There's this other little dowel that comes out quite easily, and yeah, the new Wisefab one just slots on, I'm pretty sure. We'll bolt that back up and should be good. So there's so many different adjustments on these shops, I don't know which one where the fuck it's supposed to be facing, to be fair. Crazy to see it sort of starting to come back together. It's pretty sweet now, all the fab work's sort of been done. It's just fitting the steering kit now. It comes with this little extension to make up for the difference where the rack's been moved to. these lower control arms were quite difficult to get in. All the arm joints and that were really quite tight still, and it was quite tricky to work with. It was never going to be easy. That one went in, but these are two brand new parts. That's like a brand new caster arm, and that's a brand new rose joint. So I'm just going to get it in place. Just a quick little check, make sure you guys are still watching. And back to work. Trying to fit these lower control arms and that up seems to be more difficult than it looks. If you've made it this far in the video and you haven't already subscribed to my channel, this might be a good time. Might even be a good time to press the thumbs up button. Give us a bit of a like. Yeah, so it's been a bit of time since the last clip to this clip, and quite a lot has been done on the car. I'm going to try to catch everyone up to where we're at on the next video, so I'm just trying to bang this one out. I've been sitting on this footage for a while. I've just been so busy with work, life, baby, and trying to get this done as well. But yeah, sneak preview of where we're at and whatnot, but I'll show a lot more of how we got to this point in the next videos. But yeah, so the build's coming along nicely. I've been getting a lot done. So yeah, my channel is about just showing how to get shit done. Fuck, I'm a house painter. I don't even know half the shit that I'm doing, but I'm figuring it out and it's turning out okay. And if I can do it, then fuck, anyone else can do it. So I really hope that some people can like get some sort of inspiration and be able to like fucking start a project, do some shit on their car, fucking whatever it is, but just to be able to give it a go and get it done. You don't need a big budget and you don't need a whole lot of tools and skills and all of that. You just need to be keen to get it done, eh? Fuck, that's how we do it here in New Zealand. We just get shit done. But yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, drop a comment. Fuck, let's try to get this shit pumping. Like, yeah, the more interactions, the more engagement, the more that the algorithms pump it out, and you know, more people around the world can see how we do it in New Zealand. But yeah, peace.